Hello everyone, and welcome to Straight Talk with Sophia and One. Today it is August the 13th, 2024, and the question we're going to explore has to do with dreams, thoughts, memories, and things like that while we're human. Here's the question. Hello Sophia and One. To continue with the where did dreams come from question, I saw a short video about our memories. Another one of those mind-blowing, just wait a minute, what videos? So, what are our memories? Are they blocked inside us or up on some sort of a gigantic cloud to which we can access when we want or need? Are all of our memories from the now life and or previous lives stocked in the same place? And therefore, once again, what are dreams? Thoughts? How do we get them? And what are all the degenerative brain sicknesses? Some kind of viruses thrown into the cloud? Are our brains some kind of ultra-modern computer? What firewalls do we have implemented, and how can we control or suppress them? So here's the answer. It is the one. We will approach this question from different angles, and in doing so, answer each component. We'll have to start with the primary assumption, and that is that there is some structural difference between components of your physical life. There is not. It is all energy. Your access to the energy, that is you, will vary according to what it is you are attempting to do. Things like running a marathon, or taking a test, or meditating, each reach for very specific frequencies, as well as your awareness and utilization of them. If we accept that time is an illusion, and that in actuality all things occur simultaneously, we get a feel for how it works. We'll step briefly back for a moment into your origin story, for you were born into existence much further back than your physical entrance onto this earth. You are a component of the all. Every player in a tarot deck of players, from the Fool to the World, in no particular order. Before I go on, I'm just going to read the names of the 22 major arcana cards in the tarot. And they start with the Fool. The next one is the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and finally the World. Okay, let's go on. For how can there be a sequence in a circle? Where is the beginning of eternity? I tell you that there is none, no beginning, no end. Instead, a circle of them both, comprised of every possibility. You were birthed holding all the answers. Before opening your eyes, you hid them from your sight. This does not mean they don't exist for you any longer. This means that you're pretending. You're playing hide and seek with yourself. You are both hiding and seeking simultaneously. Do you see how this game of life never ends? Each component of you calls forth your expertise and ability from a specific moment in eternity that you occupy. There is no before or after. It is an eternal now. I tell you this because your ability to comprehend and decipher meaning from the words has reached your current physical life. In other words, you've asked the question. You now deserve an answer. It is not that you visit other dimensions while asleep or in deep meditation. It is that you decide to be other frequencies. You are every one of them right now, and now, and now, and now. From what you have called 3D to what you have called 7D, all of them are you. When a reference to the initial source is made, as in, quote, I am the Alpha and the Omega, which is a reference to Revelations, I believe, I am the beginning and the end. Realize that it is you. It is a holographic existence that begins with imagining separation. Separation was the only available avenue for experience to take. Experience is the golden ticket. It is not, as many imagine while they are competing, first place or wealth or exquisite beauty. It is all of those things. The imagining of them, the effort to achieve them, the sensation at each ending or result, and the next imagining which inevitably springs from each doing. Perhaps we have strayed from the question a bit. Yet this knowing of energy and creation and eternity is crucial if one is to comprehend the meaning of the activities of this brain of yours while it is housed in your current vessel. It is sleight of hand. You're all magicians with many more cards in your pockets than you're currently showing. It's a magic trick until it isn't. Each of the questions asked can be resolved with an assumption of frequency change. Reality, the current one included, is only as concrete and solid as you imagine it to be. It can be no other way. Different speed ratios create different platforms on which it is observed or experienced. Reality, or life, is always experienced through your available senses. It is turned higher or lower, faster or slower by your decision about it. This truth holds whether you are awake or asleep, in 3D or 5D, alive or dead. Life, or your decisions about the experience you are having, is the same, whether you are alive or dead. How things play out for you is always decided by you. You can label these decisions as thoughts, or beliefs, or tendencies, or abilities, or dreams. It matters not. Once you comprehend your expanded self, you'll appreciate and enjoy each label. Knowing truth doesn't reduce or inhibit any experience. Benefit is achieved always. What you will eventually come to comprehend as you journey ever forward is the absolute brilliance of creation. For in this way, perfection is witnessed in every nuance. Life is so much bigger than winning, losing, loving, hating, killing, or dying. Life is a component of Source. Source is all. It is the ocean, as much as it is every drop of water. Source does not diminish itself in its component parts. It is quite the opposite. Source expands in each component and in every element. The expansion that is experienced is up to the current drop you occupy. Life is choice. The expansion occurs always, whether it is recognized or not. We turn now to dreams. They are different than waking thoughts. While asleep, you let go of the reins that your physical mind holds onto your thoughts with. The reason for dreams and mind-expanding practices and rituals is to achieve freedom. You can only stay limited for certain periods of time. It is similar to a dam holding back the waters. Eventually, there needs to be a release, or there will be breakage. You determine how much release and how that release is accomplished. All possibilities exist, and you know very well the restricted feeling while living in this physical existence. And here I was shown the poem that I had printed on my partner's memorial card in May of this year, 2024. And here it is. Quote, "And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." The author is by Anais Nin. Okay, now I have to find. Okay, here we are. So, when dreaming, you allow yourself to experience places other than this place. They could be imaginary places or real places. Quotes around real. It matters not. The fact that you've, quote, seen them now confirms their truth. You are creators, my dear, dear humans. Dreams are most often had so that there is a remembering of the all of you. Definitions of meanings are accurate if they are believed to be true. If they aren't believed, they will take on new definitions and provide an experience for you. It is always the experience that you seek. Always the experience that keeps you alive, in fact. Dreams are not held anywhere or stored. They are LARPs. Capital L, capital A, capital R, capital P, S, which means live action role plays, and are created by you as they are experienced. Thoughts are component gatherings of ideas that summarize your current knowing about something you are either faced with or contemplating. They too are created as you discover, put together, and experience them. Thoughts are expansions of this physical life that you are living. They depend on beliefs and associations. Both dreams and thoughts exist always, whether recalled or not. They are products of your creation of your current life. To define illness and brain sickness as separate from wellness is a mistake. All are created and accepted as truth by the observer, who is the one doing the creating, in other words, the physical you. They are experiences and extremes, and all experiences add to and enrich the whole. In the case of physical issues, think you not that creation made a mistake. There are no mistakes in creation. Every feature and each component particle contribute to the whole of all that is. Many things in your current reality are there for contrast. You put them there, the collective you. It is intended that this discussion leads you closer to unity. Your thinking about each part of your existence is altered in this awakening. Oneness is a constant. Life is experience. Eternity is expressed in the circle. Which place you, quote, occupy on that circle is decided by your intentions. You are creator beings having an experience. That is all. So that's the answer to the question about dreams. And when I was receiving that answer, I was reminded of something that we were told many years ago by my partner's, I guess, group that he channeled, which was comprised of the higher selves of everyone in the room, actually, and as well as his. And what we were told was that, because we were talking about healing and illness and how to get better, this is like 15 years ago, 14 years ago maybe. And we were told at the time that it was absolutely our beliefs. We were asking, what could we do to get better? Whatever was the current question. Somebody had a question about an illness or a condition. And we were told that it really didn't matter what we did. We could hold a yellow feather, and if we believed that that yellow feather would convey healing onto us, that we in fact would be healed. And that image of that feather is a very powerful one, because if you think about all the different ways of healing, some people do traditional medicines, some people do holistic approaches, some people do hands-on healing. There's all sorts of approaches to heal from things, and all of them have varying degrees of successes and failures. And it just seems to come down to, in every single case, us and our belief about what's going on around us at the time, whether it be sickness or healing. So that's my own memory of something that just carries forth into this information that we were given today. And I hope that this was helpful for you, and that if you have questions, that you will pose them in the Straight Talk blog on my website. And until then, I send you lots of love and light and appreciation for all that you are. Bye now.